we're here with Cathy Brooks from Seesmic, and Cathy's in charge of business development. So we wanted to touch base a little bit on the recent deal with the Washington Post that you guys struck, which is awesome.
Very, very exciting. So the Washington Post, which is obviously one of the largest newspapers in the country, started adopting Seesmic technology probably about a month and some change ago.
Okay.
And what we did was we built for them a branded, bespoke version of Seesmic. So it's a branded player, has their logo on it. They have moderation tools and some power under the hood that average users on the site don't quite have.
Right.
And they've started conversations on their site initially around the election, but we're looking to roll it out across their site. Things like religion, healthcare, sports, doesn't really matter, but any kind of experience where they want to have their users participate and then make it bi-directional. It's not just about I can comment on your stuff, and it's not just about I can have user generated, I can submit my videos. It's about I'm your audience, and when I ask you a question, I want you to answer me. I want to have a dialogue with you, di meaning two.
Right.
So by its nature, it needs to be bi-directional, and so that's the sweet spot where Seesmic fits in.
Well, do you think other large papers are going to start following suit here? I mean, this seems like the way to go.
They already are. A number on the list that I can't divulge now, but stay tuned. And maybe you'll hear it first on Bubblicious.
Scoop.
But not now. But ABC News Radio started using us on Election Day, the BBC. So again, these are broadcast media organizations, but we also have a couple of college newspapers. So college students who were aware of Seesmic. So the paper, the Hoya newspaper at Georgetown. It is the Georgetown Hoyas, yes? Yes. Really for print media especially, they are desperate to find a way to keep their content alive. Print media is not going to go away. It's just going to evolve, and part of that evolution will be how do they leverage their web presence to interact with their community more effectively.
Has there been anything about this at the show so far? I haven't seen a whole lot on video. What have you seen?
I haven't really seen a whole lot on video other than in Mary Meeker's presentation, which gave me great hope. It wasn't a lot of gloom and doom. It was a very pragmatic look at the market and talked about the areas where the market does have a lot of potential strength and hope, one of which is video, which makes me happy.
Now, where do you see online video and Seesmic going in general? I mean, you guys had some setbacks recently, I know that, but how are you keeping morale up, and what do you see ahead?
The morale is remarkably good, actually. I mean, so for the sake of viewers who might not know, we did have to lay some people off a handful of weeks ago, trimming the sails. It's like if you sail, which I don't really, but I can get my brain around the analogy, is that if it's a sunny day or it's a stormy day, you change the way you sail, the sails that you have up, you trim them differently. And so what we did was we trimmed our sails so we've got more runway. These were all fantastic people, great contributors, and it's apart from shutting down your business, it's the most painful decision an entrepreneur needs to make. And Loic didn't take it lightly. He's a smart guy. This is his 5th company. And he handled it with an unbelievable sense of compassion and forthrightness and clarity and eloquence, and about as well as a kind of situation like this can be handled. Some of the people have either found gainful employment or at least have found some contracting work. If we're lucky, when we are ready to gear back up again, they may be available, and we would bring them back in. I mean, so you do what you need to do to extend your runway for the good of the business, the overall good of the business.
Very nicely put, and we wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank
we
you
can't
very
wait to
much.
see what's coming next. Seesmic, everybody.
A raccoon.
Thank you.
That's not considered a boob shot, is it?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's the internet. It's fine.